It's not a good day. Okay? Now back to that one.
Shaking the table. Don't shake unless you're ready to get shook.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. As you guys can tell by the title, I'm going to be giving you guys my very controversial, unpopular opinions. They're not really controversial, I just think they're going to run a lot of people hot. Either way, I'm going to be cool regardless. The first one is, Sinners was not demonic. Do y'all remember when Sinners came out and there was a plethora of people on the internet talking about oh, Sinners is demonic? I don't like when people read too much into shit. I really don't. It doesn't make any sense. We're here. We're all gonna die. Just live life. Live better. Walmart. They'll say Sinners is demonic, but then they'll watch Vampire Diaries. They'll say Sinners is demonic, but then they'll watch The Conjuring. It's not making no sense. It's a movie. Unless it's a movie where it's like, that's not good, then we don't need to be calling shit demonic. We really don't. I remember I seen this one video. This girl, she said, oh, she went to go watch the movie and then she left because she felt spiritually attacked. Whatever the fuck that means. Back in the day, people didn't read too much into movies. People didn't read too much into shows. Can you imagine living your life just reading too much into shit? That don't even make sense. What are you doing that for? Nobody else is doing that but you. Next one is, I believe in my whole heart, and this is not me saying, oh, all music from this generation sucks.
Yes, it
because
is.
some of it is cool, some of it's good, some of it I listen to. But I do believe, yes, that we should bring back real talent, real music, real shit. I understand, artists these days want to have fun, but artists from back in the day were having fun too. And I don't understand why fun equals music be trash. A song comes out and you hear it, and then you don't feel that oomph that you used to feel whenever you listen to early 2000s, 90s, 80s, 70s. You don't feel that oomph no more. It's just not there. There are some songs where you be like, oh yeah, this is tea. But a lot of the times, like, you don't feel it. I don't understand how we got here. I don't understand how we went from music being amazing to it being completely disrespectful. And you can't blame that on record labels now, because 9 times out of 10, most of these people be blown up on TikTok. I think that's the problem right there. When a song blows up on TikTok and it sounds good, and then you hear the rest of the song, like, you go listen to the rest of the song, and it's like, oh, what the fuck is this? I genuinely feel like music started sucking after the pandemic. Yes, after the pandemic, it just went downhill. Y'all gonna think I'm childish for this next one. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't care. I don't think anybody has to have a reason to cut somebody off. I don't understand why people think, oh, she cut me off for no reason, and she's childish, and she's this, that, and the third. No, I'm not gonna cut you off for no reason. I'm not the type of person that will cut you off for genuinely no reason. If I cut you off, you did something. Why am I constantly telling you what you should and should not be doing when it comes to me? That don't even make sense. Friend, family, boyfriend. I'm not gonna keep explaining myself to grown-ass adults about shit that they shouldn't be doing to me. Let's say you're hanging out with a group of friends, right? And y'all get around a group of niggas. One particular friend starts showing her ass around the niggas and embarrassing you around those niggas, right? Do you have to explain to her why you're gonna cut her off? Yes or no? I don't have to explain to her why I cut her off. She knows why I cut her off. Because she knows what she didn't make no damn sense. She knows everybody was looking at her like she was crazy. She knows that the rest of our friends were looking at her like she was crazy. She knows that the niggas were looking at her like she was crazy. That's the only example I can think of. But I feel like that's a valid reason. I shouldn't have to explain to a bitch or a nigga why they got cut off by me when they know they embarrassed me. Right? I shouldn't have to explain that. Oh, you're childish. You're not an adult. No. If I feel like every time I come to you and you judge me about something, and I stop talking to you out of nowhere, you should know why. I shouldn't have to explain that. In some cases, yes, you do have to explain. But in a lot of cases, it don't make sense to explain, because if it was happening the other way around, they would be pissed. Celebrities and content creators are not responsible for your children. If you want your kids to watch somebody who's child friendly, then get them on YouTube Kids, get them on Peppa Pig, get them on Dora. I don't like when people say stuff like celebrities and content creators are not good role models for children. They're not kids. Do you honestly expect somebody that's in their 30s to make something tailoring towards children? I do understand why parents may feel that way, because obviously kids look up to a lot of celebrities as role models. But I don't really get the whole 8-year-olds listening to Sexy Red and then parents yapping about it. Like, you have full control over the fact that they don't have to listen to that. If I want my kids seeing nothing, they're not gonna see it. If they see it somewhere else, cool. But as long as they're in my area, my space, they're not gonna see it if I want them seeing it. I'm not going to sit up here and blame celebrities and content creators about something I have full control of my kids seeing. That doesn't make any sense. I don't like Nicki Minaj because of this song that she put out because it makes my kid. Nobody give no fuck. Do you know how old she is? Nobody cares. Go away. Next popular opinion I have is that watermelon is nasty. And before y'all even get on me, I've tried to eat watermelon 4 different times at 4 different ages. No, 4 different watermelons, 4 different ages, 4 different settings, 4 different pieces, 4 different sizes. I don't care. I've done. I just feel like y'all are not going to gaslight me. It's not going to happen. I don't like it. Let's stop with the let's normalize shit. Let's stop that. Let's normalize bringing back the 90s. Normalize bringing back da da da. You bring it back. I don't have to wait for y'all to normalize bringing that shit back. If I want to bring it back, then I'm going to bring it back. I don't have to wait on y'all to do anything. And I feel like let's normalize is a quick way of saying, hey, let's all make this a trend. No, we all have individual minds for a reason. That's the way God made us. If God wanted us all to think the same, then he would have just made one person. It should be normalized to not wait till something's trending for somebody to do something. If I want to do something, I'm going to do it now, immediately, today, yesterday, tomorrow, 10 years from now. Let's normalize not saying let's normalize, bitch. I don't have to let's normalize nothing. The next unpopular opinion I have is that parasocial relationships are starting to get out of hand. Did y'all ever hear that song by Eminem called Stan? We don't need to do this. We don't have to have parasocial relationships with people that we don't know. Most of my favorite celebrities are deceased. So I couldn't even have a parasocial relationship even if I freaking wanted to. But I think having a parasocial relationship with celebrities and content creators is absolutely ridiculous. You can like their work as a musician, actress, dancer, creator. You can like their stuff. That's fine. But that extra shit, like getting mad because they did something or getting mad because they're in a relationship, genuinely losing your mind because you couldn't afford a meet and greet ticket. No. No, we're out of touch. 30 is not old. And I'm getting tired of this auntie and unk shit. I got called auntie the other day. I am 20 years old. I turned 21 in November. Calling me auntie is crazy. Old is when you cannot fucking move no more. And every time you get out the bed, you have to brace yourself. Old is when you can get a senior citizen discount. Old is when you have people walking you across the street because you can barely move. That's when old is. That's what old is. Let's go back to that. Let's go back to that being what old is. Conspiracy theories about celebrities piss me off. I'm not even gonna lie. We have to stop that. We have to stop that. Just because they're big and they have a successful career does not mean that they're demonic. Does not mean that they're in the Illuminati. No, maybe that just means that they work their motherfucking ass off. That shit piss me off. If I worked my ass off for years, blood, sweat, and tears, up all the way till 4 o'clock in the morning every damn motherfucking day, damn near. I worked my ass off to get where I'm at, and you're saying that I'm a part of the Illuminati and I sold my soul? The next one that I have is that I don't care what you wear to my wedding as long as you are on theme. And this is because I keep seeing this video about this lady who was in a purple dress on TikTok, and let's get one thing clear. The person whose wedding it was said what she had on was perfectly fine. We're going to start right there. If it wasn't fine, she wouldn't have been at the motherfucking wedding. And I don't want to hear some people just don't want to cause no drama. If you're a grown-ass motherfucking woman, and you're a grown-ass man, and it's your wedding, and you don't want somebody wearing something at your wedding, you honestly think you're going to just let them be in your wedding because you're too scared to say anything? That doesn't make any sense. I spent months and money planning this wedding. If I don't want you wearing something in my wedding, if I don't want your kids in my wedding, if I don't want something happening in my wedding, it's not going to happen. I don't give a fuck about being scared. Personally, my wedding is not going to be a traditional wedding. So 9 times out of 10, I'm not even going to be wearing something that's appropriate for a wedding because I don't want to wear that. If I want to wear something for my wedding, then I'm going to wear something for my wedding. So I'm not going to get on guest ass because they wore a purple dress that was open right here. Her belly was out and she was pregnant. I don't give no fuck about none of that. I'm getting married. It doesn't take away from my day at all. It doesn't take away from my day at all. If I feel like something's happening in my wedding that is going to take away from my day, then it's just not going to happen. The next one that I have is that after 6 months, bringing up somebody's past means nothing. Don't bring up shit that I did 6 months ago and more. Please don't do that because you can change. If you put in the work to change, you can change in 6 months. Maybe not a lot, but you can. Don't bring up shit from my past. That's the quickest way for you to piss me the fuck off. That's actually the quickest way for you to get cut off too. Especially if I'm related to you. It makes me feel like you don't really know me like that. That's genuinely how it makes me feel. It makes me feel that you don't know me like that. And a lot of people don't know me like that. So it don't even make no sense. You only going based off some shit that happened when I was a kid. So you're really going to base how I am today off something that I did when I was 17. If somebody brings up your past, you're going to be mad. This is how I feel for celebrities and creators too. It was 10 years ago. It was 6 years ago. It was 5 months ago. If it's been passed in my life, everybody else should go past it, right? If you haven't went past it, then that means you just can't think about nothing else, right? Okay then. Tip culture is insane. I'm not tipping you for something that you didn't do. I don't understand the thought process behind tipping somebody and they haven't even brought me my motherfucking food yet. Like the other day I went to Sonic and it said something about a tip. Nobody has brought me anything to my vehicle yet. Nobody has came to my car and given me anything. I don't know what the person looks like. I don't know if they put anything in my food. I don't know how the customer service is because nobody walked to my motherfucking car. Why would I give you a tip and you did not do anything yet? We need to take it back to where tipping was only for waitresses for real. If your customer service is great, if it's up to par, it don't even have to be like, oh my gosh, just Michael Jackson level of service. No. If you bring me my food, you bring me my drink, and you're nice, and I have money to tip you, then I can tip you. But I know you don't expect me to tip you before you bring my food to my house when I DoorDash it. You're expecting me to do it before you bring it to the house. Before the food drops down on my motherfucking porch or in my hand. And if you don't do it, then all of a sudden there's a video of you on the internet about how you're not a nice person, you don't like tipping people. Nah, that's not what that is. You haven't brought me my food yet. I can probably tip you when you get to the door and you bring me my shit. As somebody who door dashes, I don't sit here and expect, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a tip from this person. If they don't give me a tip, I'm gonna be pissed off. I haven't given them the food yet. The next unpopular opinion I have is that there's nothing wrong with catering to your inner child. If you want to buy dolls at 25, if you want to watch SpongeBob at 35, nobody gives a damn. There's nothing wrong with it. A lot of people like to look at people, they're crazy for still having brats of dolls at their age. No, they're catering to their inner child. That does not make them mentally unstable. That does not make them any less of an adult. I feel like if you cannot cater to your inner child and you always walk around like, oh my gosh, oh, I can't do this because that's too childish. I feel like you're going to be a miserable person. I like going to the zoo. I like going to the arcades. I like going to museums. I like playing video games. I like watching SpongeBob. I like watching Bratz still. I ain't gonna hold you. I still watch Peppa Pig. They got new episodes. I don't care about none of that. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. We have to stop changing the meaning of words. Words that used to not be offensive are now offensive. We have to stop doing that. It's not that deep. I'm gonna give you an example. The word diabolical. First of all, diabolical means evil. So if you're gonna say, oh, she's diabolical for doing so and so, you're calling her evil. You're calling him evil. It means evil. And the context of what you're saying does not pertain to anything evil. There's words that weren't offensive when I was in middle school that are now offensive. And they are like basic words like stupid, for example. It's now an offensive word. There's no reason for a second interview unless it's a corporate job. What are we doing second interviews at freaking McDonald's for? You're not even applying to be no manager. You're applying for just regular team member. Watch out. It's irritating me. When my eyes starting to twitch, I don't like that. I don't like that. Because when I first moved to Dallas, I had a situation where motherfuckers wanted me to do multiple interviews. For what? What? If I'm a good fit for a job, you can hire me right now. Or you can figure out what you gotta do and then call me back in a couple days. Don't piss me off with that extra interview shit. Unemployment rates go up and y'all decide to add 2 more interviews to the first one? That's backwards. Yeah, I can understand multiple interviews if it's a job that requires you to do a lot and you have to have like maybe a degree or you have to have maybe a certain level of experience. I understand those type of jobs. If it's a job like fast food, restaurants, retail, oh, hell no. Are you crazy? Anyways, that's all I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys love my new background because I really love it. I like it. I hope you guys love the lighting because this is how a lot of my videos are going to be looking for a minute. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you guys want to see next from me. And I'll see you guys in the next video.